Every finance expert will tell you the best way to get a handle on your money is by starting with a budget. Heather Moore is taking us back to the basics today with a step-by-step guide on how to begin. Good to see you again, Heather.
Hi, Monica.
What is the first thing that we should do to get started?
Well, I would say the first thing you should do is to understand why you're doing it. So be clear on, is it a specific goal or is it just to feel that you're more in control on your finances? Because it may get difficult and you may question from time to time the value of doing it. So be clear on why, and you can always come back to that and get back on track if that's needed.
Is it easier perhaps to start with a goal?
Yes, I mean, everybody, maybe looks at it in a different way, but if you have a savings goal, for instance, to work towards something you really want to do, then you can have that in your mind as the carrot rather than the stick, to keep you on track.
All right, so how can we determine what our costs are? Because people can tend to underestimate.
Yes, I would say take the estimation and the guesswork out of it as much as possible. So actually analyse your spending. So, it can be laborious, but it will be worth it to go back through your credit card statements, your bank transactions to work out and categorise the different types of spending that you have. And then really you're not estimating, then you're working with some real data.
Are there any tools or apps that can help with that, and even budgeting in general, rather than starting with a blank page?
Absolutely. So even your banking app, your internet banking, that's really come on in recent years with a lot of extra features, some insights and even tools for budgeting within that, obviously using the data that is through your banking app already. Then there are some other apps which can be free or with paid subscriptions, depending on the functionality that you want. There's also the Government Money Smart website, which is a great resource for a lot of things financial, and also including some budgeting frameworks and some tips.
What about gifting money, Heather? Is there a place for that when we're budgeting savings?
Yes, absolutely. So some people work off a model which is the 50-20-30 model. So 50% of your disposable income that you have for obligations, 20% for savings, and then 30% for everything else. So that's your own kind of discretionary spend, which would also include gifting. So that's up to you as to how you spend that.
Heather, we are going to have to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for coming in this afternoon. Appreciate your expert insight.
Thanks, Monica.